Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com. I've made a new pick a card for you. How does your person feel about you at the moment? Now, this is a timeless reading. Whenever you get into this is good. I've made 3 readings here. Each one of them has got a deeper dive to it. That's an extended reading that goes with it. If you find that it is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, then you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of these readings, we'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box below. So I've got to apologize for the video throughout this. The app that I use to switch between videos and edit and all that kind of thing, it's got a glitch at the moment. They must have updated the app and it doesn't work properly. So even though the video glitches throughout these, you'll still be able to hear me throughout it all. So I know it might be annoying that, but please try and kind of stick with it. Hopefully they'll fix it very soon. So that being said, there's 2 ways in which to win a private reading with me every single month. The first way is by being a subscriber to my channel. So click that subscribe button if you're new and leave a comment and click on that subscribe button. That's going to get you, click on that like button, that's going to get you 1 entry in. Now you can do that on all the videos that I put out throughout the month, including shorts, and that'll get you many entries to win one of those. Second way is by purchasing the deeper dive, those extended readings for these pick a card reads. No matter when the pick a card read came out, is the purchases that you make throughout the month that get you the entries in. So good luck with all of that. So all you need to do now is take your pick. Which one would you like? Would you like the crystal? Crystal being out with the generosity cat card. Would you like the flower? Flower's gone a bit floppy, but it's out with the peace card. Or would you like the shell? And the shell is out with the courage card. So take your pick now. Your timestamps are down there in the description box and in the comments as well to fast forward to your reading. I do a today's tarot every single day of the year. I go live 3 times a week in my Psychic Cafe show, and I've changed it, the format slightly differently. I'll be doing those 1 question readings still, and you can book in for those on my website behealing.com. There's a link in the description box below and also one up there too. But this time they're going to be themed, and so Monday's show is all going to be a masterclass on abundance and manifestation. Wednesday's show is going to be on health and happiness, a masterclass on that, so come along if you're interested in that. And Fridays is going to be about love and romance, so come along to that one, and I'll see if I can get you moving forward in all of those areas. So take a pick now. Oh, what else do I need to say? Oh, I offer private readings as well, of course, from my website behealing.com. You can find a link for that in the description box below, and also one up there too. Just wait for the video to catch up. And yeah, book yourself in for one of those because I do get them up within 48 hours if you're ordering them. Well, crystal, flower or shell, take your pick now and I'll see you in your reading. So if you chose the crystal and this one's for you, crystals, let's find out how your person feels about you at the moment. Now, sorry, the software is glitching, so the video will be glitching throughout this, but you'll be able to hear it all anyway. I don't know, there's just a problem with the software and I can't figure it out, and I think the owners of the software need to figure it out and not me, so sorry about that. But as usual, crystals, is going to be a deeper dive to this. That is an extended reading that goes with it. If you find that it is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, then you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of the reading, we'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So let's straight into your reading, shall we? And find out how your person feels about you at the moment. We've gone a bit Christmassy. I've got the Christmas cards out too. So we've got hope, so the hopeful, and immortality. You know what? Their feelings are just not going away for you. I don't know why they would want them to go away. Perhaps there's a difficulty around your relationship, but immortality, it's not changing how they feel about you. They're hopeful. Okay. Let's find out more. How's your person feeling about you? Crystals. Generosity. Feeling generous. They feel like you're very generous. You're very good with them. You do a lot for them. Yeah, some of you are doing community work and things like that as well, giving a lot to the world, and they notice that. They really like that about you. Perseverance, and you hang on in there. Reflect. So they feel like you're a reflection of them, or you make them reflect on themselves and aspects, like the positive aspects of themselves too. Especially with perseverance. It's like you do the right thing, you're very generous, you do the right thing, they notice that, they see that within themselves too, or it brings it out of them more too. Let's get some more cards out and find out how they feel about you. How are Crystal's person feeling about them at the moment? Starting out with the Knight of Candles, they are very attracted to you. This is someone that is physically attracted to you and wants to make a movement forward based on that. You know, yeah, okay. We'll see when the other cards come out. It can be kind of superficial, that, but it doesn't have to be. It might just be one aspect of them, you know, very attracted to you. Tell us more. We've got the Two of Candles. So they're deliberating on what action they need to take, what they need to do, like to come towards you. And then the Four of Candles. So that is more of a kind of a holding energy back, but for the long-term kind of stuff. So if they can't approach you at the moment because, yeah, I don't know, maybe circumstances aren't conducive at the moment to you being together in the long term. We'll get deeper into this because there seem to be conflicting energies here. And that could just be them, you know, they've got conflicting energies within them too. So why the Knight of Candles? Got the Five of Wands, battling with themselves, Eight of Pentacles. Okay, it's about the energy that they've got to invest. So they've got this battle on with themselves, the Five of Wands at the moment. This could be a battle in external life as well. With the work is what it feels like with this Eight of Pentacles coming out, because they might be putting a lot of effort into certain things in their life at the moment. They might have put a lot of effort into a business or a job, and they want that to pay off. And say if you're in a different location, or if investing somehow in this relationship takes that energy away from that, there's this feeling like I've put too much into it. So the Knight of Candles is the energy of like, should I just have like a frivolous fling with crystals, that they've got that as an option of this just being a light kind of relationship. But as I said, this person's got mixed energies. They've got more going on than that. So they do have a conflict with it, with inside of themselves, as to whether to start this off or make a move toward you just on that physical level for it to be more of a fling. But then there's something pulling them back from that too. There's truth behind that. So that's almost like the truth of how they were wanting to approach you in the first place. But there is this conflict, and there's this, it might be all that I've got to offer at the moment. It's that kind of an energy. They don't feel like they've got a lot to offer at the moment, but there is this recognition that if they start it off in that kind of way, it's just going to be low level, flingy kind of thingy. Two of Candles. So making a decision on what action to take. I feel like your person is kind of, you know, they're on the phone, perhaps typing in a message, or what you're doing kind of a message. Late night, what you're doing kind of a message, and then they delete it and they're like, I'm undecided. This is undecided. I don't know whether to take that action or not. It's like this person can have one of two kinds of relationships with you, and they are not decided which route to take yet. The long term. And perhaps that's the energy you're putting out too, that you want a long-term relationship, but you're kind of up for the short term. You might want to check that as well, because you might be attracting this kind of confused kind of an energy because of that. Why the Two of Candles? Well, Nine of Pentacles, single, independent. There is this aspect like they've got a lot on the plate at the moment with a work or something like that that they've invested in. Judgment card, and how they'll be judged. Ace of Cups, if they fell in love. Interesting. So how they would be judged if they fell in love when Nine of Pentacles, single, independent energy. It feels like a bachelor kind of an energy, this, that they've got. And they're bothered about what other people are going to think of them if they fall in love, if they go for something long term. So this person is really really in two minds as to what it is that they want. There's the egoic kind of pull, and that is, you know, everyone's going to be impressed with me if I just have a fling with crystals. Which, would they really? Yeah, well, the ego thinks so anyway. This person's divided, right? Stripping illusions and transformation. So, okay. You might think that they've transformed and they're different than that, but they don't really think that. They're like stripping illusions is like calling themselves out on their own BS. They might be tempted to transform, but not that tempted. not that tempted. There's this feeling like I am who I am, bachelor kind of an energy. Why the Two of Candles? No, Four of Candles. You see, the Four of Candles can be the marriage card. It's the long term. It can be long term and solid foundations. The Ace of Wands, to start something passionate. Do you know what it is? I think this person is really attracted to you, and normally they would only go with someone so that they're so physically attracted to and just have a fling with them. If they're thinking a long-term thing, I don't know. It's like doesn't compute in their mind. You know, they might have always thought, no, I'll settle down with someone that's not that attractive, and it feels like that. Ace of Wands. Can they really do this and set solid foundations too? Person is so undecided. What's behind that is home and reunion of souls. It's a strong pull to you. But setting up a home, I don't know, because this person has got a very strong bachelor kind of an energy too. They're so mixed up. Yeah, this person's feelings are so mixed up. Let's get deeper into it. How are they feeling? Friendship. We want to keep it at the friendship level. Yeah, you know, there's something pulling them back from like a short-term relationship with you, and something holding them back from a long-term relationship with you too. And those two different types of relationships start differently, and I think that they know this. So acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times we must accept things as they are. It's like you're untouchable. That's what I'm getting, is you're untouchable, and you're not really. It's not about you. Not about you deflecting or anything like that. It's the turmoil that this person's got within. But like I said, for your part, we'll get into it in the deeper dive, your part in it. But you might just be putting that energy that you're kind of open to both. You want the long term, but really you're open to both. When you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you've shared with those you love. They do have like this deeper side of themselves that is trying to make sense of their life and sort out their life to get what it is that they want in their life. They just seem to be a bit confused about what it is that they want, because we do have a very egoic culture at the moment, you know, of like impress people by putting pictures up, pretending that your life is great. And what is great? Well, apparently superficial things are great at the moment. It's that kind of thing. And it's very confusing for those that don't have that solid internal compass, you know, of knowing who that they are and what their morals are and what it is that they really want. You know, those that haven't really learned that much yet about what really feels good and what really doesn't, what's superficial. Speak your world into being. They are trying to manifest it though. They're trying to manifest the world that they really want. Now, I do get confliction with this person, like they've got two conflicting stories. They want this and they want that at the same time, and it's not necessarily conducive to each other. That might have you frustrated because they might be wanting the cake and eat it. This is the kind of person that will say things like, while they're having a relationship with you, that they don't really want a relationship. And you say to them, yet here you are with me having a relationship. Like, you can't have your cake and eat it. You don't like be eating cake and saying, I don't really want cake. That makes no sense at all, right? So yeah, they've got that internal conflict. They haven't figured it out, and you might need to call them out on that. Hope card again, you know, I was drawn to that, the hope and immortality. But they are hoping that they can kind of manage this. Ooh, codependency. If you've still got codependency going on, I would take a look at that. It's not really the format to go into that right now, but codependency is kind of a need to help people and do things for people. And if you're doing that, then this person's kind of mixed up. I don't want to say messed up. I want to say mixed up, you know. And if you like, oh, I can show them the way, really, they do want a long-term relationship. It's like, you can't say that. You don't know what people want. So they've got to figure it out for themselves. And you don't need to help this kind of a person either. So just be careful of that codependency. If you have been codependent, if you've still got that kind of thing going on, because that hope could be something that you've got within there as well, hoping that they would change. Well, you'd want this person to change, right? It's not nice to have people in your life that are conflicted and don't know themselves, don't know what they want, all of that kind of thing. So this person's feeling like a villain and they're feeling defensive. So they're feeling like they have to defend themselves all the time. So you might be questioning them quite rightly. I would question this person with their intentions too. And that could have them like feeling defensive and feeling like they're doing the wrong thing. Well, I don't know, perhaps they are doing the wrong thing, or perhaps if they can't make up their mind, then you need to kind of move on from this person. What do they want to say? Let's see. Wow, this person's got confusing energy. What would they like to say? Soulmate. They do believe that you belong together, that you are soulmates. They see something in you that's a reflection of them, but it feels to me like they see something in you that you're already being, that they feel that they've got inside of them that they should be doing or want to be doing, or they wish that they were like that, rather than it being who they are actually being right now. So in other words, they've got that potential in them to be that, but they're not actually being that. Long distance. Is there a long distance between you? I was feeling right at the start that that could be true, like there's something keeping you apart at the moment. But as the reading went on, I didn't feel that so much. Too many. What would they like to say? What would they like to say? Too many. I can see myself with you in the future. Yeah, I think when this person does want something, they want something, that's something with you. But right now, there's a temptation to play you, to be honest. That Knight of Candles, there's a temptation to play you instead. I don't think they're going to make a move towards you at all, because I think that they don't want to, finding it hard to put you in a box, you know? And like I said, that could be because your energy is open to either way. Unhealthy habits and behaviors. So there's a recognition in them that what they're doing isn't exactly great. There's a feeling like you're better than them. Emotionally unavailable. Yeah, they're not available for a relationship. Like I said, it's got that energy of, I don't want a relationship at the moment, but they are in a relationship with you. And it's like, well, what are you doing then? Why are you here? In, you know, relating to me being here in this. It doesn't make sense saying that you're doing that. It's like, I don't want to be eating when you're eating. It's like, well, stop then. Like, make your mind up. Either be on board with what it is that you want, or leave, you know. Passion and desire, though, they do have this strong attraction to you, and part of that works against them. So I do believe, like, this person's got a belief that that passion and desire wouldn't be there if it was a long-term relationship. That's not the kind of person that they want to settle down with when they've got those feelings. Now, I don't think that that's a good belief for them to have personally, but if they've got that belief, then there's not going to be much getting past them, really, getting past that. So, wow, very confusing reading this. Well, I hope it wasn't confusing to you, but they've got confusing energy for me as a reader to read into. But if that sounds like it is your story, or could be a story, you might want to get that deeper dive for even more. And I'm going to go into advice for you and your side and all of that kind of thing. Also, guidance for you, but you guys in relationship. So if you were together, what would be the dynamics? Because this could be quite a push-pull kind of a feeling even once you're together, I would say. And also how this might all play out with possible timelines. If you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now, and it's an instant watch kind of a thing. You do need to type your email address in very carefully, because if you get that wrong, you won't receive it. Now, the email, it might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder. Check those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, the flower, and the shell. Click on the crystal. on a device that you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video, and when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, just try it on a different device and it will. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click like before you click off down there. Click that subscribe button if you're new, and leave a comment, because that'll get you an entry into that prize draw for a free reading with me at the end of the month. Good luck with that. And as we'll get in that deeper dive as well, that'll get you an entry into the second prize draw at the end of the month too. So good luck with that. But if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this and this person. And if you're coming with me to that deeper dive, then I'll see you in there very shortly. So if you chose the flower, then this one's for you. Flowers, let's find out how your person feels about you at the moment. Now, as usual, flowers is going to be a deeper dive to this. That's an extended reading that goes with it. If you find that it is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of this reading, there'll be a link that pops up there. Sorry about the glitchy video. There's nothing I can do about it. Something wrong with the software, and then just need to upgrade the app so that we can all start using it properly again. But yeah, there's a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below for that deeper dive read. If you find that it is your story, it could be a story, or want it to be a story. So let's get some cards out and find out how your person's feeling about you at the moment. Even though the video is glitching, you'll still be able to hear me throughout it. I've made sure of that. So ooh, you got your cards flying out. Let's see how your person's feeling about you at the moment. Delight, they're delighted by you. They find you just adorable. Find a place to withdraw into, but they feel like you're kind of withdrawn, pulling away from them. Born with a gift and very talented and all of that. So this is someone that is appreciating you. They're looking on. They think you're great. It feels like an energy that isn't involved with you yet in a romantic kind of a way, but wants to. They see you as being a bit withdrawn, so it could be kind of hard to get, hard to be around. I find you very gifted and delightful. Peace. There's a feeling of peace around you as well, like you're at peace, and they feel calm and peaceful around you. What a beautiful blue color in that card. Very calming kind of an energy that you've got for them. Especially if they've been in relationships around people that there's a lot of drama and that kind of thing. It feels that way to me. Wild. They believe in your otherworldly beauty. Dance with the waves and drink in the sunshine. This person is enamored with you. It's like they're looking on, enamored with you, and think you're delightful, wonderful. And yeah, it feels like that this person wants more of your energy. Find you very calming and peaceful and good juju. They want some of that. It feels refreshing, like a refreshing change for them. You know, from a chaotic kind of a world energy. I'll take that as told. Queen of Candles. So they find you very attractive, nurturing, loving. They are interested in your heart. They know that you are worthy of receiving and very attractive too. Very attractive. What else? The Tower. It's a surprise. Their attraction to you is a surprise to them, perhaps not turning up in their life at a time where it was really easy or conducive. It's that kind of energy where I wasn't looking for love and then it showed up. That kind of thing, you know? So it's a surprise you coming along when you did. Tell us more. Tell us more, please. What you got? The Two of Candles. So deciding whether to make a move towards you or not, what action to take. Why the Queen of Candles? Very attractive. The Emperor. Oh, divine masculine. Love it. And the High Priestess. Nice. So they're seeing themselves as the divine masculine and use the High Priestess, someone that's very tuned in, someone that knows themselves, they've mastered themselves on the spiritual level. And they're the Emperor, they're the king of doing. They are the leader, and they in that masculine energy can allow you to be in that feminine spiritual energy And I think it's a really good match, you and them. Nice. With the Emperor energy, I'm getting like that they take charge in things, and perhaps they've got their own business or something like that, but they like that role. Nice. I think this person would appreciate, because even though that Queen of Candles is the Queen of Wands, I was getting a Queen of Cups vibe from it, like you being able to receive from them and you liking their energy and being in that Emperor mode. It's not any of those. What's behind that is struggle. Okay. This person feels like they've got plenty to give you, like they'll be useful in your life. They feel like this is a really good match of energies. Right, so they might see you struggling in some kind of an area and they want to provide for you, or it's something like that. Or they see you struggling like with the upkeep of your house or something, and they want to do that for you. They want to take that like masculine role in your life and do those things for you. Now the Tower, it's like you were surprised that you've shown up at this time in their life. Justice. The card of Karma. What's stuck to that is, oh, 2 cards, Strength and the Queen of Cups. Yeah, interesting. Right, you're a surprise. And it's not just the timing I was getting before that you've shown up when you did. It's this, you've got this energy of the Queen of Cups being soft and nurturing and feminine and all of that kind of thing, open to receiving, but also strong too. And so just, it's almost like they were looking for that exact mix. Because I'll tell you what, with that Emperor energy, it kind of surprised me with this person, because they're not feeling to me like that strong Emperor energy, which is nice, which means that they're more of a subdued Emperor energy, a quietly confident Emperor. You know what I mean? It feels more true. And I feel like you've got a similar thing going on. With that Justice card, it's karma. It's almost like you're perfect for each other, because you've got this unusual mix of Strength and Queen of Cups. So the surprise that the mix that you've got inside of yourself is even possible. Yeah, this person's really impressed with you. What's behind that is new day. It's refreshing. It's new. It's like, this is possible. This does exist. Yeah, someone like you does exist. It's a surprise to them. The Tower came out of the blue. 2 of Candles. So they're wondering what to do, what action to take towards you, what to say, what to do, how to get in your energy, like get in your presence is what it feels like, because that find a place to withdraw to, very much getting that they think that you're withdrawing, kind of keeping to yourself, that kind of thing. King of Swords. So they're trying to get clarity on that, what to do. And the Hermit. Yeah, it's to get to you while you're in this hermit mode. What should they do? Should they come around the house? Like we always say, right? In these love readings, it's like they're not just going to show up when you're like at home. But like this person is seriously considering it. Shall I just go around? So they're seeing you as withdrawn. They're seeing you out and about, obviously, but they're seeing you as being withdrawn and the hermit. And so they're deciding on and getting clarity on that. Like, should they just like show up somehow at your house for some reason? I think if they do, they would step up as the Emperor. Like it would be when they know that you need help or something like that, or you've got a struggle at the moment, and they were like, I've heard that you've got a problem with your toilet. Can I come and fix it for you? That'll be the way that they're trying to, well, perhaps not your toilet, but you know, they could be, King of Swords could be looking for clarity there. For, you know, how they can come and help you and take action for you. Self-love is behind that. It's like, what can they do for you? So self-love, that's you. That's your energy. Like you're doing things for yourself and you're loving yourself and you're kind of being withdrawn and doing that. They want like a way in, and they're trying to figure that out of what to do. Oh, so tell us more how they're feeling about flowers. Hey. Look deep within your heart and you'll feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean, it says. This person is really impressed and they are looking on, like I said, watching you. And yes, the love is developing within their heart for you. it's predominantly been very impressed by you, but really digging your energy, really liking your energy. Forgive and step up and lead. Now, they do want to step into that Emperor energy, but this is not the kind of person that will run roughshod over people. You know, they don't have that negative Emperor energy at all. This is like a soft Emperor. And so they just wouldn't do that. They wouldn't bamboozle you or come in and take the lead and, you know, sweep you off your feet. This person's not going to do that. But forgive and step up and lead. They do have that Emperor inside of them. And so they're wondering, like, if they are forward with you, if that is okay with you. You see, they're seeing you as this Queen of Cups, soft energy. And they are wary to be too strong with you, is what it is. Tell us more. How do they feel about flowers? How do they feel about flowers? Trust. They trust you. They want to gain your trust as well. Yeah, they trust in your energy and they want to gain your trust. What else? Chemistry. There's a hopeful feeling there that this chemistry is definitely on their side, but they're hoping it's on your side too. But yeah, they want you to trust them and they trust you already. What else? How are they feeling about flowers? Enjoyment and cynicism. Okay. Yeah, they want to have a good time with you and enjoy like simple pleasures with you, do things, perhaps out in nature, like they could be wanting to go boating with you especially. But cynicism, there's this fear of you being cynical about them. It's like they see you as being the hermit, keeping to yourself, doing the self-love thing. Obviously, there's a reason that people do that, right? And so they might be aware of that. This person, they're not assured of your reaction to them, that you can have a positive reaction to them. There's a fear here that you might be cynical about them, about perhaps men altogether. It could be that they could be picking up an energy like that from you. Reminiscing. It's the time that they've been in your presence, you've been in their presence. Feels like you might have been in each other's presence. I don't feel like it's together at all, but like as together as a couple or anything romantic, it feels like they've been in your presence though, and they're reminiscing on that, like remembering what you said and what you did, remembering the smell of you and all, you know, all stuff like that. They're reminiscing on that. It feels like they thought that you were going to be in their presence all the time, but there you are, you've gone, you've hermited kind of thing, and they don't have access to you anymore. You've got one-sided relationships, so they're thinking like they like you, you don't like them, is what they're thinking. Or perhaps what they're fearing. You're always on my mind. They can't stop thinking about you though. Wow. What else? What else? They do have beautiful energy, this person. And battling inner demons. It's like they're standing in their own way. So I think they're kind of self-critical, like wary of being their true full self with you. Fearful of being rejected. This is a careful kind of a person. They've got a gentle energy. I already said that. Emotionally unavailable, and you inspire me in so many ways. That's what they're feeling like you are, emotionally unavailable. They're feeling like you're out of reach. They feel like they can't reach you. Or they're wary to reach you, and you might feel like you're open, but they're not thinking that. You inspire me in so many ways, but they love your energy and you're inspirational to them. So this is someone kind of in the sidelines, and they're wanting to make an approach to you, but very careful about that approach. Yeah, well, if that sounds like it is your story, or it could be a story, you might want to get that deeper dive for even more. In that, I'm going to go into guidance for you. So is there something that you need to change here in order to be approachable, or, you know, so that they will come in? We'll see. Guidance for you at the moment, guidance for you in this relationship. So you guys together, what are the dynamics between you? How can you make it work really well? Are there any red flags to look out for here? It doesn't feel like it to me, but we'll see. And how this might all play out with possible timelines. If you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now, and it's an instant watch kind of a thing. You do need to type your email address in very carefully, because if you get that wrong, you won't receive it. The email. It might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder. Do check those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, the flower, and the shell. Click on the flower on a device that you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video, and when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, just try it on a different device and it will. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click like before you click off down there. Click that subscribe button if you're new, and leave a comment. That'll get you an entry into that prize draw for a free reading with me at the end of the month. As we'll get in that deeper dive as well, that'll get you entered into that second draw for a free reading with me at the end of the month. So good luck with all of that, and good luck with this if this is where you're leaving me. But if you're coming with me to that deeper dive read, then I'll see you in there very shortly. So if you chose the shell, and this one's for you, shells. Sorry, I've got a glitchy camera at the moment. It's not the camera, it's the software. They must have done an update and it doesn't work properly anymore. And so there's nothing I can do about it. So sorry about that. But shells, this one is for you. Now, as usual, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That's an extended reading that goes with it. If you find that it is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of the reading, I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So, how does your person feel about you at the moment? Let's find out. Shells. You'll be able to hear me throughout all of this anyway, even if I get a bit glitchy on the camera. So, what have we got for you guys? We've got beauty of age. They find you so beautiful. Not hot, beautiful. And growth. Well, they might find you hot too, but yeah. It's always nice, isn't it, when someone says beautiful instead of hot? I think so. Growth. And if they don't, if they call me hot and I say, oh, you said beautiful wrong. I think hot's more like an object. You know what I mean? I don't like it so much. Beautiful is different. Growth. Ah, so they see you growing. Now, this could be someone that is looking for someone to grow alongside with as well. They could be, you know, trying to manifest a relationship with someone that has got that, you know, growth, wanting growth, someone that's into growth. I think when we are a kind of person that does like that inner growth and it's important to us, we want to be in a relationship with someone that's doing the same thing as well. I mean, if they're not doing the work on themselves, then how could we possibly have a good relationship with them anyway? And how would we have things in common with them if they're not doing that? It seems to be like a fundamental thing, I think. You know, we've got courage as well. Ooh, this person might be gaining the courage to approach you. Change. You're very different. You're very different than they used to. And know when to move to a new shell, especially if yours no longer fits. Oh, is this person coming out of a relationship? Or recently come out of a relationship? It could be something like that. Interesting. Okay, they could have grown out of a relationship, actually. And that'll be why they're alerted to looking for someone that is on that self-growth path as well, into self-growth, personal development, that kind of thing. Tell us more. How are they feeling about shells? How are they feeling about shells? Interesting. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out which cards go with each other here. These. So they've got the Ten of Presents and the Ace of Needles. Right, the Ace of Needles is man on a mission. They've got this, like, the heart is set on you. Well, the thoughts are definitely set on you. The mind is made up. Ten of Presents. They want to build something with you. And that build something with you, Ten of Presents, is like you invest in the same things. You want the same things. They want to build something. You're someone to invest with alongside. So this person is kind of set on doing that with you. It's a happily ever after card, that Ten of Presents, but it's definitely about building something up. So they feel like they could build a really strong relationship with you. Next is the Seven of Candles, which is the card of protection. So they might be feeling protective of you, along with the Eight of Presents, which is about investing. I feel like this person knows that you've got a lot to offer, and so they want to like protect the investments that you make. This person sees you as very valuable, and they might even see you as other people taking advantage of you. They've got this protective feeling toward you, like they could help you out and have a protective force over what it is that you're doing, perhaps what you invest in, so that you get better results back. This person seems to want to help you out and protect you as well. Interesting. What else? The Seven of Potions, you're a wise choice, and the Nine of Needles. Interesting. They're anxious about it. Okay, yeah. Okay, they're anxious about it. I got wise choice from the Seven of Potions, which is often about unsure about the choice, but I got wise choice. But there's this anxiety. There's a feeling like they don't want you to slip through the fingers, like they don't want to miss this opportunity because you're a wise choice. They could feel like a lot of people, like as if time is running out, because like doesn't everyone see that you're like the best person, you know what I mean, and so beautiful and all of that. There's this feeling like everyone will be wanting to be with you, so like they're anxious to make a move or to get this moving. They feel like they've got competition is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, man on a mission, Ace of Needles, like in their mind, you're their person, like you're the right person for them. Because of this, you can build something together, grow something together, and it's the relationship. It's not so much an external thing, but it is that too. But it's more like I can build a good relationship with this person. It's that energy. They feel like they could build a good relationship with you, which is a big turnaround from what they've had. Like I said, I was getting that feeling with that Change card that perhaps they've recently come out of a relationship and that they've grown out of. Yeah. And so there's significant change going on in themselves and their life at the moment. Death and Rebirth card. And they're feeling stable, like King of Pentacles. And you're the kind of person, it's like they're seeing that you're the kind of person that they could have that stability with, that would make them feel like more stable. What is behind that? Sacred space. So they've got their own energy back. They're in their own space now. They are clear about what it is that they want. Tell us more. The Eight of Presents and the Seven of Candles. So they've got this protective feel. It's almost like you're someone on a mission doing something. They want to protect that so that you get more of an investment back. Or they might see you in a bit of a struggle at the moment to balance everything up, and they want to come in and balance it up so that you can focus on what it is that you do and receive back from it. The Nine of Swords, you see, there's that anxiety again. Why all of this is an anxious person then, isn't it? With that Nine of Swords and the Nine of Needles coming out. Right, so they might see you as being anxious too. They could. Or if there's anything that you're anxious about, they feel protective towards you, like they can sort that out for you or something. This person does want to sort something out for you. Perhaps that's not the right way of putting it, not sort something out. It's like they can protect you. They can take care of you while you focus on something so that you get a return for that, and you don't have to bother about the other stuff because that's going to be taken care of by them, is what I'm saying. It feels like if you guys got together, then they feel like everything's going to be covered and you're both going to be less anxious. Let's put it that way. Struggle. Yeah, I was getting that they see you like kind of struggling to balance and to do everything at once, and perhaps being anxious about that, and they know that they can just like take something off your plate, and they feel like you're a good fit together, you see. Okay. But they're anxious that they've got competition because they see you as like a really good choice. So they're like, surely everyone sees you as a good choice. But not necessarily so, you see. If someone's not doing the inner work and that self-growth and all of that kind of thing, then they're not going to see you as as the perfect choice. So they're anxious because they feel like you've got competition. They've got competition, Knight of Cups. And they want to be romantic, right? They want to make a romantic move towards you to kind of impress you and to start it off. Ancient wisdom is behind that. So they're going to do it the traditional way. Catch up, camera. They're going to do it the traditional way. Ancient wisdom. Wow, well, I hope that they've noticed that they broke this app. Because I haven't got any other software to use for all of this studio stuff and this switching the cameras and all of that. So I hope that they notice and they've got a fix for it tomorrow. Wow, twin flames, your passion ignites. Feeling like you're perfect for each other. Twin flames, this person has got a spiritual side to them as well, which usually goes together with personal development. There's only so much personal development you can do, right, before it turns to the spiritual side of who you truly are. What else? Work through your feelings. This person does work. They do the inner work. Working through their feelings. Yeah, this is not someone that you're going to have to prompt, be the therapist for, and all of that kind of stuff. They're on it already. They feel like that this is a soul connection and they've got a lot of respect for you. But they're cautious. They're not cautious like scared, but they want to do the right thing. They don't want to bamboozle. This is not someone that's just going to sweep in and just like, you're mine, get your coat, you've pulled. It's not like that at all. This person wants to be careful with you. What else? They're cautious. Well, they've got that anxiety going on, so they're not like completely sure of themselves. You seem to be an anxious match to each other here, because I'm pretty sure that this is your anxiety that they are perceiving. Trap. Orgasm. Okay. Interesting. This person could have learned that getting together too fast, getting into bed too fast is a trap. It leads it in the wrong direction. It's almost like this person's trying to micromanage themselves and their approach, I would say, to do this in the right way. This person's got very high aligned intentions. Let's get some messages out from them. What would they like to say? What would they like to say to shells, please? I wish I could take it back. Feels like they could be coming out of relationships. Perhaps they grew a lot in it. Sometimes we have relationships that aren't aligned with those, right? And those are the relationships where we get the most growth, and then we grow out of those relationships. It feels like they wish they could take that back. They wish that the path hadn't been like that. And now, if you're aware of this person, that you could be a little bit judgmental of them, because sometimes, if they could have been with someone that was like a lot of drama and all of that, and if you know them to be with that person, you might be thinking, it can't be for me, because if someone that's been with someone like that is not the same person that would be with someone like me. I was pretending to be someone else. So you see, they weren't who they were. When I think you knew this person when they were with someone else. I think you are. And I think that they were kind of getting to know you. Secrets and deception behind closed doors. Oh, it was very different than that relationship was on the surface. Okay. Oh, it's all coming out now. But it is about the last relationship. So when energies come out like about the last relationship, they're not really through it, over it yet. Not truly ready for the next relationship. But we'll find that out in the deeper dive. I wish I could give you more right now. I'm making changes for the better, but there are obstacles. So this person isn't quite ready yet. I think they're still getting out of something or getting over after having come out of something there. Interesting. So if that sounds like it is your story, it could be a story. Want it to be a story, you might want to get that deeper dive for even more. In the deeper dive, I'm going to go into guidance for you in the situation you find yourself in right now. So is there something for you to do then? I'm going to go into guidance for you guys in relationship. You guys together, what are the dynamics between you? How can you make it work really well? Are there any red flags to look out for once you are together? And also guidance for you, how this might all play out with possible timelines. If you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now, and it's an instant watch kind of a thing. You do need to type your email address in very carefully, because if you get that wrong, you won't receive it. The email, it might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, junk, or promotions folder. Check those places, especially Gmailers. Gmailers are always the worst, never know how to use their email systems, and there's folders that they hide from you. Oh, that's what your emails are. Anyway, in that email, you will see a link to the crystal, the flower, and the shell. Click on the shell on a device that you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video, and when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, just try on a different device, and it will. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click like before you click off down there. Click that subscribe button if you're new, and leave a comment, because that'll get you an entry into that prize draw for a free reading with me. As we'll get in that deeper dive as well, that'll get you an entry into the second draw as well at the end of the month, so good luck with winning those. But if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. If you're coming with me to that deeper dive read, then I will see you in there very shortly.